We've always said that.
I'm freaking out.
And we've always said that.
You're sick in the head.
We've always said that.
Aiden, I love you. I wanted you to have a part of
And
me.
we've always said that.
Okay, welcome to the blowjob episode.
Don't open with that.
And with a bang.
Do something else.
What?
Do not open with that.
Why?
Because that ain't it.
Okay.
Redo.
Starting again. Welcome to the Greek yogurt deep dive.
Yeah.
Welcome to... We have news, you guys.
Versions of dairy. Let's go through them.
We do have news.
We have news.
And we hate to start the episode off with some
Bittersweet.
news, but we have to be honest because that's our whole MO.
Fia and I are getting a divorce.
We have to divorce.
We decided that the marriage that we have,
That we took under oath.
what we said in front of a judge and a jury.
And like
And
some
both
sort
of
of
our parents
and everybody
all of
in
our loved
between.
ones and friends.
We have to get a divorce because we are both very, very busy people. And
we don't have the time.
by divorce, we mean we have to put the podcast
on hold.
You know that meme of like the two twins?
That's what we're
Our
doing.
mum doesn't know what happened, and like that you're finishing my sentences. But yeah, so unfortunately it's a very bittersweet situation, and I think what were you gonna say?
That was
This is our
great.
graduation episode.
But so this is our graduation episode, and
because we're graduating.
we are graduating, and we want to also express our gratitude and our love for everybody that
Who's been listening.
who have been listening and who have,
Because we see you and we love you. We appreciate you.
we really do. And like, truly, this is, I'm not getting into this right now. I'm not doing it. I smashed the microphone. No,
You
we're
flipped
going to have a fun episode and then we can get cute at the end.
Yeah, but also, little plug, I am going to be starting my own separate podcast, and Fia's been doing Crosswalk Crush, and she has a great show called Greenish Room. So there'll be plenty of places to see us.
Your face, my face, our faces will be popping up.
Yeah, and honestly, Fia's probably going to be a frequent guest on my new podcast.
Yeah, I'll be like the celeb. You know when
You
play,
come in with sunglasses and you're just
Sure.
like, whatever.
You know when you play Root at like a game,
yeah.
at like a party?
Wait, you call it
I'm
Root?
I'm the celeb shot.
You're a celeb shot
For
on my new
your
podcast.
podcast.
So yeah, but that one's going to be a little bit more like comedy interview focused. And then Fia's doing the Greenish Room, which is interviews also, but it's music focused. So we're just both kind of like doubling down on our own journeys and our paths. And our friendship is on the rocks, frankly.
Truly, we are going through it. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It's been a huge...
This is like the biggest thing. It's on Daily Mail. It's not. We're not important enough.
No one
But,
cares. But if
do
they
you
did,
imagine?
we would be.
Do you imagine?
Yeah. But if you guys are listening and you want to start some sort of like rumor or like celeb
my God,
gossip
yeah.
about like why we're breaking up the pod,
Please.
we really want to hear it.
You
Like,
guys hate each other and it's my fault.
It's
That's why you're
maybe
getting
Chris
divorced.
got wedged between the
That's
two
what
of
it
we
is.
us.
both like
Did I
made
pick
a
a
pass
side?
at Chris and
Yeah,
like
and obviously you picked my side.
Really?
Like obviously.
why?
It's so obvious.
It's so obvious. I don't know what to say.
Like I don't even know what we thought about. You know what? This is funny. What would we fight about and what would nothing. Actually, nothing.
We've never fought and we don't.
Oh, yeah,
no.
we've never.
There was that one time where you were like, you're being mean. But that was on the pod, and I was.
Clocked your ass.
Because you're good at that. You just diffuse, because you just can assess. You can just. You don't like take bait ever. That's something that is good. You're just very level-headed. I feel like you can just kind of like
Yeah, I
see
guess.
something for what it is, and then you go, hey,
So
what the
yeah,
fuck?
you're the problem child, huh?
I'm the problem for sure. I can get emotional.
I mean, we might have to.
It all
Today?
went downhill when Fia started smoking cigs. I think that's what it was.
Well, yeah, that's something that I've. That's a. Just slapping those lips together. That's how you smoke.
Yeah. So
Yum yum
that's how I
yum.
kissed him.
Cigarettes.
Shout out. Shout out.
Yeah, so Sophia has gone down a dark path of cigarette addiction, and
She's strung out on cigs.
Whatever.
I
dude.
can't stand by her during this journey in her life.
That's truly what broke us up. Yeah. Get over it.
Anyway, but yeah, things are good between us. We just
We're just
kind of done. But
well. In other news,
yeah, what
maybe
else
we
is
should
up?
talk about our highlights, and maybe
yeah.
we should talk about our.
What did we learn? Wait, what did we learn from the pod?
First of all, I think this episode will be episode 22.
Beautiful.
Something
Beautiful
like that.
number. I think it is 22.
22.
We're Taylor Swift today.
No,
We're Taylor Swift years old.
no.
What?
I don't know about you.
No, I'm saying that.
But I hope the fuck you do.
How's your day
I
going,
know
Chris?
about you.
So,
I'm turning 22.
go have a cigarette.
Dude, give me a friggin' American Spur.
Yeah, let me get a drag.
No, what's my favorite joke? Okay, no.
What have we learned in
What
the
have I
last
learned in the pod? We've learned milk.
10 months, 9
We've
months?
learned milk.
We've learned milk.
Yeah, okay. A couple of points we want to bring to the table to leave you guys with. Milk is back and has been back.
Milk is so good for you.
And milk
I
is
drink
so
a
fun.
lot of milk.
That was like a huge pillar for us. I mean, we were built milk by milk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was an important one.
Husband for the night.
That was a good one. Flop before you slay. That
Flop
was a
before
good
you
one.
slay. Pumbled.
Humbled is with us forever.
Always.
How are you getting pummeled right now by life? No.
Kind of, yeah.
A little. Well, yeah, you kind of had a.
Dude, I had a freak accident yesterday.
What? What now?
I low-key had like a freak accident.
What?
And by accident and freak, I mean
None of the above.
none of that. But panic attack. And thought I was having a heart attack. Truly.
Have you ever convinced yourself that you're having a heart attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And I was like 18. So
Well, yeah,
that
I
was
know,
I
dumb.
know.
And you know what? I was 28 and it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was on the treadmill and I had this very, very sharp pain in my chest on my left side, and it
Scary.
went down my arm, and I was alone, and then it felt tingly, and it was very sharp to breathe in, and I was like, okay,
This is how it ends.
here it is. And then I got really scared, and I got very emotional, and then I had a panic attack. And then I went over to Yvette's and ate salmon.
Yeah, so it actually ended well.
Had to.
Yeah, and then we all just kind of hung out for a while,
Ate crumble.
drank a little.
And by crumble, not the cookie,
A homemade crumble.
homemade crumble.
Mm.
With homemade whipped cream, with
orange
orange
zest.
zest,
It was so
And-
good.
vanilla ice cream.
It was so good. Our friend Paul came over to my
Paul.
apartment and made dinner for me and my friends, basically. Because he
Yeah, I
was
felt
like,
like
I
a
just wanted.
princess.
Yeah, it was awesome. I didn't help at all, but he also kind of wouldn't let me because I was like, "Let's cook the salmon more," and he was like, "Back away from me." Which is kind of my favorite when I'm like, they don't even let me help. I'm just like,
Stand down.
yeah, I'm just like, all right, I'm just hanging out.
You're just getting served, honey.
Well, you know what's funny too is that we actually successfully had a dinner party last night. Dinner parties, in my opinion, are a myth.
Why is that?
They never happen. People are always like, I'm gonna have dinner parties. I would love to have a dinner party. Never do they. It's like a thing that never makes it out of the group chat.
Oh, it's a trip that doesn't make it out. of
Exactly.
the-
It's
yeah.
like, it's a fantasy, especially in New York. I think maybe other places.
Well,
people
yeah,
have
because people live in like
small place. Yeah, small, and it's like hard to.
5x4s.
And everyone's so busy, and it's like hard to get everyone together. But like, we had a 5-person dinner.
Mhm.
It was kind of elite, and it just was so nice.
It was a gaggle. It was a gaggle of peeps.
It felt like just like
felt right,
it felt so good.
and it was exactly what the doctor ordered for
We
me.
talked about a lot of different things.
We covered everything. We
'Cause we were
covered
yapping.
estrogen. We covered
Vibrators.
poop.
Fia was like poop and farts. That was what you brought to the table, which you do every
not,
time.
not physically.
Just the lore of pooping.
That's not true. That's not what I brought to the table. I told a story about a story that I heard.
Yeah, which our other friend told us. But no, Fia, I'm going to say something. Fia was gone for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, bye.
And she and I also were like a little out of sync while she was gone because we just like we were opposite
Different
schedules.
things.
Yeah.
We're an hour apart. That's such a
we're
big
kind of like,
difference.
we're just having trouble like catching up, like chatting with each other. We keep missing each other. We're playing like a 2-week-long phone tag. So that was hard. But Fia texts me at some point in the middle there. She goes, we should go to Poop Pub. And I was like, I kind of immediately called her. And I was like, hey, are you good? Like, no,
It was a clear cry for help.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Clear
I was like,
cry for help.
oh, so you're not safe. Like you're not in a good place. Like something really terrible's happening to you. Like I need to call the police. Like what's going on?
Calls me immediately.
Yeah, she answers. She's cracking up. She's in the car with her boyfriend. Can I say that? Yeah, with your boyfriend. And you're just like, no, but picture this.
No, I was like on one because of course it was the night. That was another thing that we covered.
Yeah,
I get weird at night.
Fia gets weird at night.
She calls me and I'm dying because I'm thinking this is the funniest thing I've ever like heard and came
me
up
and
with.
Your boyfriend, like I'm hearing him in the background of this call. Like he's where I'm at with it, which is what's going on.
Sanity?
Yeah, it's like, oh, what is this?
And I go, imagine this.
Terrible. It's
You
like
walk-
even the fact that you are saying it again now, I'm like, this is just so.
You walk into a bar. Listen to me. Look at me. You walk into a bar. It's a cute bartender too. Okay.
Why
Okay.
is that?
He's
Sleeves
cute.
rolled up.
He's cute.
Sleeves are rolled up.
button down.
He's got
right?
like one button.
Right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
He's only got one button.
Just
And you
one.
go-
Slut.
I'll get that.
He's a
I'll
whore.
get the
He's a hot whore bartender. Sorry.
The
keep
poop
going.
pub.
truly with a W. Whore.
Oh, I thought you meant truly. Anyway, sorry.
So you walk in. Imagine
He's got
this.
a tattoo. It says
You're at-
whore.
As like a name
You
tag.
can see it because his shirt's so unbuttoned.
Yeah. It's across his
Whore.
chest. Picture this. You walk into the poop pub. Pee. Walk in. You don't know where you are. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere,
It's a
right?
nightmare.
You walk in, but this guy, let's call him like, what's a hot name? Harrison.
Ooh,
Let's call him Harrison.
that is a hot
He's
name.
got his sleeves rolled up a little bit, unbuttoned, and he's like, "You look lost." And you walk in, you're like, "Yeah, just get me whatever. Or give me your specialty." Then he
That's
slides. Okay, right?
No,
You're
but
this
sitting
is where-
down.
This is where you're losing me.
Nope. You sit down, and he slides. You know how they do that in the movies?
I hate this already
No,
so
No, and
much.
you know where
I
it's
hate
going.
this
It's
so
like
much
really
already.
bad.
He
It's so
slides
okay. Just say
a
it.
short glass.
No, I hate the picture that you're painting. Like it's so much worse that you're going into
It's
so much
sloshing.
detail.
It's
Slides
sloshing.
a
You know.
glass of poop.
She's texting me. She's like,
Why?
she literally goes poop on the rocks. She won't let it go. She won't let it go. I'm like, what are you saying? She's like, poop on the rocks. She's cracking up. She's crying. She can't breathe. Here's my thing. Why? Like, okay, you,
Why do you like this?
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's just so funny.
yeah. You think it's so
It's
funny.
so funny. Imagine going and saying, "Yeah, I'll take poop on the rocks."
Yeah, but so okay, here's where you're losing me.
Sure.
And let's get into it. So the poop on the rocks, I can almost go along with just the sentence because wow, what a crazy thing to say.
Garnished. It's just garnished
With what? Piss? Like ew. Ew.
I wasn't going there.
Well, I don't know where the line is with you.
The streets are going to be in turmoil
I
without
diary.
this.
Disgusting. You know what's funny too about Fia is that she's like so beautiful and she's got this like amazing singing voice.
You
and, like,
wouldn't get poop on
she's
the
like,
rocks
she's
at her,
like the
right?
girl of everyone's fucking dreams.
Yeah,
Like she's
it's weird,
everybody's
man.
internet
Shut
crush.
up.
Uh-huh.
Fia is your internet crush's internet crush. You know, like that's the vibe Fia's bringing to the function. You meet this girl though. 10 minutes in, she's like, poop on the rocks. Like, what? What do you mean?
It's perfect.
She's like, saw us farting the other day. I'm like, what? This is This is who you are. This is
Nothing
people
better.
let you get away with way too much.
Baldy, let me tell you something. I think that's why they like me. Okay?
Yeah.
With the authenticity of all of it.
Yeah.
You know what? And I know it's not for most. And that's okay.
Yeah, and that's okay.
I'll keep more of it to myself, and I will never text you about Poop Pub ever again. I swear to God.
Okay, thank you.
Well, when I was in Nashville, I kept trying to make Poop Pub happen too.
I don't understand what that means. Like you're just describing it to other people.
No, I'm just like,
Let's start a poop pub.
No, I'm making it sound like it's an actual place that we got to go to. So we were out with like all of his friends, and I talked.
And he's like, what the fuck?
No, Jeff was like going along with it too.
Really?
He's very supportive, for sure. That's why
That
we love
man
him.
loves you.
I know.
Because he was not on board
No, and now he is.
when we were on the phone.
We were with all of his friends, and I literally openly, after one drink, I go, I think we should head to the Poop Pub. What do you guys think? And his friends were like,
Yeah.
what? And I go, let's go to the Poop Pub, come on. And he goes, I know it's a bit, but I don't get it.
I know it's a bit, but I don't get it.
Anyways, enough with the Poop Pub.
Yeah, I know.
What else are we reminiscing
No,
on?
you know what's funny too about Jeff is that he looks like me, and I will die. I will die on this hill.
Can I see a picture to try to
Fia
verify
is
this?
dating.
She doesn't.
You guys,
I don't
listeners
think
at
they look
home.
alike.
I don't know if we're gonna show a picture. Let's not show a picture.
No,
right?
to me.
No, I don't want to show a
No,
picture.
we're not out. Just trust this man. Curly brown hair, big eyes,
Brown, though.
brown eyes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That man's me. And frankly, I feel closer to you because you're dating him. Because I know you're just dating me.
Yeah, and he had a different nickname before it was Jeff. But we're not going to talk about it.
We can't say that on the pod.
No, I can't say it now that we outed his name.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you said the name.
We're bearing all in this episode. We really
Bear
are.
it all. What else do you want to bear?
What else?
This is our tell-all episode.
This kind of is. I wish we did questions of like what people really want to know
I like about us.
about us.
Mm.
What do you think was the biggest lesson you learned in this season of We've Always Said That?
I learned that. Well, I mean, the funniest thing to me is that I don't know if this is like gonna be funny to you, but that our sense of humor, like your sense of humor is Greek yogurt, and my sense of humor is. And I think you bring a silliness to me that I really need sometimes.
Thank you.
Because I get super into like the meaning of life and like making jokes about culture and serious
What's going
things.
What's that? What's going on?
Can we cut this episode? I drink
Who was that?
I drink a little too much coffee. And I don't feel, and this room is very
You know
white.
what? I do feel like we're in a psychosis.
For sure. It's like a liminal space. Because it's like so white.
It's also funny. We never like we never
severed.
we never say where we are when we're in a new place.
Yeah,
Like in
we
a new
just
location. We
are.
just are. We don't like state the obvious.
No.
We
That's
are in a
okay.
new recording studio.
Chris got a new recording studio.
So that's why it looks different.
my huge drop. And
But I think that's the biggest lesson I learned throughout the season of We've Always Said That is that the three of us are all very different types of people.
yeah, that's true.
But we do work really well together, and we make each other giggle. And I guess that's not a big lesson. Wait, hold on.
But it's just a nice learning. It's an observation.
I think it's also really cool getting to know people as adults. Like and make friends as adults. Like that's kind of a hard thing to do. And we did it.
People say that, but I've never had an issue. But I guess because of the industry that
Probably.
I'm in, but we're in. But yeah, I'm always meeting new people all of the time.
What are you taking with you from this podcast?
Today?
Next, maybe.
Oh, Just
Chris.
like Chris. Yeah,
in the
I'm gonna
divorce.
take him.
Yeah.
I did win him
Yeah.
Mhm.
in the divorce. Yeah, I'm taking Chris because
I
I,
didn't
feel
fight,
like it's,
by the way. I didn't fight.
That's kind of crazy that you didn't even fight for me.
it wasn't even a conversation.
Wow.
She was just like, okay.
Wow.
And you know what? No, what I like about Chris too is that he's sort of our resident boy,
Mm.
and we can sort of get like a nice like grounding, like a vibe check from him on like
Right.
is this a thing in men? You know?
Yeah, it's like checking in with the source.
Yeah, he's sort of like our encyclopedia of boy. Because he's such just like a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, would you
Like a
agree?
guy.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'm a guy.
You're just like a guy.
Right.
And that's good. And we need you.
We do.
And we're just girls.
Not Fia. She doesn't need me. That's fine. But Yvette,
Yvette needs you.
I think I need people.
that's good. That's good. I think that should be your learning.
Well, yeah.
That's a good
We're
learning.
people.
Is she all right? Should somebody check
I don't
on
know.
her?
This room is really doing something to her.
It's weird.
Come back. Hey, come back. Come here. Do you need to ground yourself? Take off your shoes.
So what else is
Take
up?
off your shoes. You might need to ground yourself.
Wait, true.
Chris's face right now.
Ground yourself on this premium rug.
Yeah, feel that.
Yeah, how's
Feel
that
that
feel?
with your toes. Does
How's
that feel
that feel?
better? She took her shoes off, everybody. Hey, and creeps,
I
don't
think
get
I
ahead of
had too
yourselves.
much milk today.
I have
Is there such a
Ibero-
thing?
I have Ibero gas in my bag if you want some.
No, not even that. I just think it's just my bloodstream.
You're probably emotional because this is our last episode.
I think that's what it is, guys. You're all the
We're starting a
room,
new
the
chapter.
milk.
I'm going off on my own. I'm graduating.
I will say I do want to get a little sentimental if
Yeah.
you guys don't mind. I mean, I think we started this podcast when I was probably going through the most dark time of my life. And that's just it is what it is. Like I was like 17 pounds lighter. And I was fighting for my life.
Yeah.
And you both were sort of like the backbone of my like every Friday. And I really
Yeah.
do appreciate like all the laughs that we've shared and all the things that we've learned. And truly, I don't think I could have gone through that hardship without the two of you.
Really?
Yeah, completely.
Aw.
I mean, that was like such a huge milestone for me.
Yeah.
It was really hard, and like sometimes we would talk about it on the pod too, and
Mhm.
in its own way, and like I think that was very therapeutic. And now being out of that, it feels very like everything's sort of like falling into place, and I feel like it's cool
Yeah.
that we are graduating.
And also, it's about to be your birthday, so I feel like that's kind of like a nice little milestone
Yeah.
for you.
We're just such busy people, and I feel very lucky to get to live this life and do like we all are living our dream jobs. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we all
Yeah.
get to do it. And the fact that we are is
Yeah.
truly magnificent. Like it really is.
Also, some Chris and Yvette lore.
Mm.
We met before either of us had anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 For sure.
It's crazy.
Have
like,
we ever talked about that?
We haven't.
Yeah.
We haven't. Chris and I met because I was producing just like a really low-key bar show in Bushwick, and Chris met my producing partner Sarah through some venture that you were doing, some random
Mhm.
thing. And then you offered to come and film our shows for free
I didn't know how to film.
because he
Shit.
didn't know how to
I didn't
do
know how to
anything.
film at
You
all.
just
So
said
he was
yep.
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna come do this if you guys don't mind. And we were like, okay, cool, come through. So then we just start hanging out from that. He's like, you're getting into your own, peeling off in your own, kind of doing your own.
Yeah, I was doing pod production a little bit, but I was more doing editing. So I didn't
Right.
really
Yeah.
have the live production stuff. So yeah, you guys, you were some of the first shows that I ever shot, first anything that I ever
Yeah.
shot.
But
It was
that's
crazy.
something about you that I admire so much too. It's you low key faked it until you made it.
Totally.
Fully 100%. Still doing that.
I find
Yeah.
the most successful people start that way.
Yeah.
You just
They-
gotta
it's
just
just the
not think about
confidence
it.
of-
Just go for it.
Yeah. The risk.
When I did my web series, if I had known how much work it was going to be at the end of it, if me or Dan, my writing partner, had stopped at any point and been like, wow, this is a lot, we wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
We did it. It came out so well. I'm so proud of it. you just gotta blinders and just be like, okay, this is the next thing I have to do, and just do it, because it's a lot of work. It takes a lot to like do anything, and it's a lot of like risk. It's a lot of putting yourself out there. It's a lot of like,
Right.
I might flop.
Yeah. Flop before you slay.
But it's really nice to like have
Full
evolved
circle.
together
Grow
Yeah.
together.
and landed back here.
I mean, I think it's also a really successful thing that we are doing here is by graduating from the pod. It's like, at least it means something, right?
Yeah.
It means that we're doing something good or something well.
Even that.
But yeah, so it's kind of nuts, but I hope nobody misses us too much.
We'll literally be in everybody's faces all the time. in every
I think that's the other
possible
thing
way.
too. I'm like, between Crosswalk, Greenish, and my music, I'm like, I'm probably
Yeah.
pissing people off.
And you're like
Plus the
literal
pod.
regular.
Yeah, I'm pissing
Content.
everybody off with my face.
They've been talking
Yeah.
to me. They're like, Fia needs to chill.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go through those phases where I'm like, nobody needs to hear from me. Like
Nobody wants to hear from
I'm like,
me.
because I don't have a ton to say. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, this is funny. And then I post it. And I'm like, why did I post that? What's happening?
Yes. I have another question.
Yeah.
What was your favorite clip of We've Always Said That?
The fart one.
Yeah.
Obviously. That like literally was beautiful.
Couldn't do better
That
than
was
that.
the funniest. Like, that was maybe the hardest I've ever laughed at anything ever. Just you showing that clip.
I'm so glad I saved it because I almost showed it to her before we recorded.
So
and I'm
glad
you
so
did.
glad we didn't.
And I didn't think I was going to like it.
I know. I was like, you're probably not going to laugh at this.
You also thought that.
Yeah.
And it was just hands down. I showed it to so many people after that. You know what that clip told me too? This is for those of you who have not seen this, you have to go and look at this
I
clip.
wish we
It's on
knew
our
what
We've Always
episode
Said
that was. I think it was like episode 12.
Whatever. It's just, yeah, something in the middle. But it's basically this TikTok where it's just like fart sounds over like these pictures of like coffees that are like what, like
There's like
Oreo
Ding Dong
flavored.
coffee,
Yeah, it's
Snicker
just, like,
flavored
some
coffee,
crazy
Hostess.
coffee like flavors, and it was just like farts. And like I showed that to all of my comedy friends, and
Did anybody
all
laugh?
of us, no, everyone was crying
Oh,
laughing.
good.
And I was like, this is what, like, I'm a stand-up comedian. I will never say anything that's funnier than what this is.
Yeah, you can't be
This is
farts.
like what we are trying to do. Like, there's like a chef somewhere, I'm totally butchering this, but he said like the integrity of an apple. Like, that's what chefs are trying to do, is like just be as good as a literal apple. Like, it's just because that's like the best thing. It's just if you like apples, whatever, fine. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like something that's like naturally occurring. It was like, that is the purest form of comedy. And then we're doing all this like word trickery to try and like get laughs.
There. Yeah.
Nothing will be like
Nothing will beat it. When you said apple, it reminded me of apple. Oh, thank you.
that. What is that?
Good. You know what that's from?
No.
It's from Enchanted. I thought you were a theater kid.
I am.
Have you ever seen Enchanted?
Yeah. I didn't remember.
And it's a squirrel, and then the squirrel's like trying to tell the prince what's going on, and he's like, "Apple is good. No, thank you." Pull up the clip. Pull up the clip. I swear to God, pull up the clip. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick. This is why we're divorcing.
I know. It's stuff
I'm
like this
so
is going to
sick
keep
of this.
happening. Anyway, so what else is up? What's going on?
Nothing,
What you been thinking
honestly.
about?
I mean, just a lot of travel. I think the life update here is that, like, again, hate to keep reiterating this, but like, so grateful. I think I've like been so emotional this week for so many different reasons, but I think turning 29 is like freaking me.
Yeah.
And I do feel, I don't know.
Can I ask you? I just turned 28 yesterday. How
Wait,
was
happy
28?
birthday.
Wait,
Yeah, that's fine. You didn't want me in the divorce anyway.
wait.
How
How did we It's your birthday.
It's
Why
cool.
are you
It's cool,
dropping
guys.
this now?
It's cool.
Why
Well,
didn't I have it
Did
in
I
my
have this in my
calendar?
calendar? I'm literally pulling out my calendar.
I didn't have it in my calendar.
so 28. 28, I feel like is going
What
to be a
did you
sick year.
do?
Worked until 4:30
Oh,
in the
that's
morning
right.
building this.
Chris, we can
I
celebrate
just
on my
texted him.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Chris, that's so bad. I feel so bad.
It's okay.
Fuck my life.
28.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a
Congratulations.
good year. Yeah.
28, I
For
got
boys, bro.
I will
forget
say, because I'm older than both of you,
Yeah.
28, we were just talking about this on the subway.
Mhm.
28 was one of the hardest, but I got an incredible amount done in 28.
Yeah, you did.
Like, we were just talking about all of our check marks and, bucket list stuff, and I got
Yeah.
so much done.
I do think there's some conventional wisdom that, like, your late 20s, you just get, like, kind of wrecked.
You do. You have to get pummeled.
Things get real. Things get super real.
Yeah, but then it just depends on how you pave the way for yourself. And
Yeah.
I think 28 is a really beautiful age. And I'm very eager to see what 29 has in store for me.
Are you excited about 29? 29 scares me. 'Cause, like the whole time you're just looming. It's hanging.
29 is scary, but I don't know. I'm like, again, I keep reflecting on this past year, and like I've set myself up for a lot of success and independence and happiness, and knowing that like you deserve all that I don't know. I think I have a hard time accepting that I deserve it. So you deserve it, and 28's going to bring you even more success, I think. Like with this whole friggin' recording, this
Yeah.
psychosis recording studio. is sick.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm going to brand it on the site.
that's
I'm
how
going
you
to say,
brand
hey,
it.
do you want to lose your mind? Come
Just
here.
bring a jacket.
Spend an hour
if you put
here.
me in a straight jacket in here, it would look normal. It would look normal.
I feel like we're on the set of, like, the Kardashians because you know how everything in their lives is very, like, beige.
yeah.
Just like, yeah. That's the Kardashians.
Yum, yum,
Yeah.
yum, yum, yum. What else do you have to
Just
say
like,
to the fans of We've Always Said That?
Thank you.
That was so corny of you.
I love you.
Chris, what do you have to say to the fans?
You guys have developed like a real fan base. Like
Do you think?
I produce a lot of pods. I'm not saying it's like the biggest fan base in like
Okay,
the entire
chill
world,
out.
Like a
but
locked-in fan
I mean
base?
it's literally like 2 people. No, I'm saying like
No, it's 4.
yeah. No, but like the people that interact with the show and stuff, like I produced a lot of shows and like this one wasn't going for like years and years. And
Yeah.
you guys developed like a real fan base, which I think is really cool and is indicative that you guys are going to be successful in whatever you do.
It's really nice.
Well, it's because of you, Big K.
Big K gave us everything.
Big K low key did.
Big K's low-key goated for that.
LeBron?
That's my guy, LeBron, over there.
Ball?
Are we balling right now?
I'm balling with my frig.
Oh, ball. That was a good
Ball
one.
with my bros.
Oh, we do a lot of callbacks on this podcast that I will miss.
Yeah, to other episodes.
But all in all, yeah, you guys have made the pod really easy for us with all your questions, and we will miss giving you really not good advice.
Yeah, like literal dog shit advice.
yeah.
But
You'll see our faces. What are you majoring in? We're graduating. What are you majoring in now this week? What's your major this week? What's your major, minor, and concentration of this week?
like this past week, like of life events.
Yeah.
Okay. Majoring in letting go.
Hell
Ooh.
yeah. I love letting go.
Letting it rip.
For sure.
Minoring in dinner party.
Yes.
Concentration. Friendship.
Beautifully said. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't even know where I am at. Let me think. Oh, here we go.
Majoring in panic attacks.
Yeah, no. Well, I would probably minor in that. But
Minoring in heart palpitations.
majoring in gratitude.
Let's fucking go.
minoring in anxiety,
True.
and concentration in getting shit done.
Wait, so your birthday's on Saturday or your party's on Saturday?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
What's the vibe? Everyone's coming.
Everyone's coming. We're just letting it rip. We're having a good time.
Are you a cake person?
Yeah, I guess.
That was a soft. Yeah.
The cake that I got for your birthday, that's
That's
the
your
cake that I
favorite
like,
cake?
yeah.
Strawberry shortcake. That cake was
Unbelievable.
really good.
Unbelievable.
Whole Foods, kind of Whole Foods baking section. Have you been there?
Yeah, they've got a great bakery.
Dude, a cake from Whole Foods?
Why are you saying it like that?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what? You said Whole Foods?
Forget it.
You say that usually like that?
No.
Say it again.
Whole Foods. Whole Foods. My dad always says Samsung. And he also says Six Flags.
He's very direct.
He'll just like emphasize the wrong syllable. And it's like
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this needed to end. You're right. You guys are right. It had to end.
what are
Syllable? What did you just say?
Shorty said it like parabola.
Syllable?
Why is it so shocking to you?
Wait a second.
Syllable.
Syllable. I thought you were
I
trying
was
to say
thinking
that.
a joke on how my dad emphasizes the wrong syllable. So I emphasized the wrong syllable. Are you okay?
That was good. I
Yeah,
really
that's
didn't-
funny.
I really didn't.
It's
think you were
funny,
doing
except
that.
you thought that I was having a stroke or you were.
Yeah.
So it was like the train left the station and you were like, is this bitch okay?
It's the room. It's the room. It's really the room.
And it's been raining.
And it has been raining, and I really do think that's why I've been really upset. I swear to God.
Pod comes back next
Wait,
week.
What did I say the other day that like I forget what I said and you were like, it's the weather. But it was so funny.
Wasn't it about guys or something?
Yeah, I texted my ex, you're like, it's the weather.
No, I literally, if it's raining for 2 or more days in a row, nobody's good.
Oh, you know what I liked that we did yesterday that you said to me? We agreed on what my favorite ex is. My best ex.
I like that ex too.
I really like that you like him. That means a lot.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite one.
Yeah, and I agree. Like, there's truly nothing wrong with him. He's just, I mean, obviously there's a lot wrong with him.
There's
but
a couple things, but like they're not.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong there. He's fine. Yeah. He's great. He's doing his thing.
Do you have a favorite of mine?
Of yours? Oh, God. Ugh.
She's so pissed.
I mean, I hate all your exes because I just want to beat the shit out of them. But,
she's pissed.
I have a least favorite. That's for sure.
Oh, I know who that one is.
Yeah. And
hey, darling.
I guess my favorite is probably the one where you were like, I was daddy. You telling those stories, I'm like, that's hilarious. So Fia has one ex where she was like, I wore the pants. And then the stories that you tell from that time, I'm like, you're joking.
I was literally
like
a papa.
Like, he could not drive. She was driving everywhere. You told us this story last night of how, like, they were in an Airbnb together and, like, the door wouldn't lock. And so he was just like, okay, whatever. And then
we were in the middle of
door
nowhere.
in the woods. And
I
so
had to put
Fia,
survival skills on, and I had to put the couch and the dinner table in front of
the door
because it wasn't locking.
Basically made like a DIY like safety trap situation in the cabin, which I'm like, just leave the Airbnb, like ask for a refund. But no, I guess that wasn't on the table.
Yeah.
And then you were like, and I slept with a knife under my pillow, and then my boyfriend was next to me just fast asleep, and I'm like, all of this is crazy.
I was
and
just
wrong.
protecting the home.
So much is wrong here, but that is so funny.
That's your favorite one.
Yeah. That's my favorite one. Like, you also told me a story about how he was like out on the porch. He had to like light candles. And you were
He
like,
couldn't do it.
and you were like, he's been gone for a while. You go out to check on him, and he's like, I don't know how to do it.
Did he have matches? Like, what was the... Okay,
He just
all
couldn't
right.
figure out how to light a match.
Jeez.
Just literally light candles. Just candles. Just go light the candles. Couldn't do it. What could he do? What that mouth do? Yeah, was he Pound Town heavy? What was that
No.
thing like?
Come on.
Because I've
on.
had plenty of exes where I dated them for way too long because I didn't even take a moment to understand what his personality was like.
Mm.
You know, and that happens when you're young.
Funny.
That happens when you're young. And you just go, like, there's an ex in particular that I look back on and I go, I can't think of a thing we talked about. I dated him for a year.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And we just had some chemistry, and that was that. That was fun. It was terrible, actually.
The lookbook of the exes is really funny.
Oh, for me.
Yeah, just in general though, I feel like if you take a look at the lookbook of all the exes,
Like flip book through all of them.
yes,
All of my exes in a lineup
this is
is a scary thought to me.
It's a team I wouldn't want to be on.
No, I would run. Like, these men are criminals.
Drug dealers. Dude, it was so funny. Yeah, if you lined up all of
So
your
weird.
exes, it would make for the weirdest Ocean's 11 cast. You know what I mean?
With no skills.
But do you know
None
what I'm
of them
saying?
have
How like
any
Ocean's 11
skills.
like has like every
Mhm.
type of man on that team. Like that's
Yeah.
all of your
No
exes are the
overlap.
Ocean 11.
Any Venn diagram there, zero overlap
No, yeah.
with any of the guys that I dated or like had whatevers with. So weird. So weird. But I feel like I learned and grew from some of them. And now
For sure.
I've been single for a really
It's good. That's good.
It's been good. It's been good.
Saving yourself for marriage.
Yeah, at this point I'm like legit celibate for marriage, like for real. It's I can't really imagine myself like opening up to a guy casual type.
Well, now we know. Here's the thing that I feel like I want to take away from with We've Always Said That.
Yeah.
And this is for anybody. But especially for like hetero men.
Yeah.
Like if they aren't bending over fucking backwards
For you?
for you, we don't want it.
You know what I said this week? I was at my friend's birthday party and I was talking to her boyfriend. Okay. And this boyfriend is like trying to marry her. Like they live together. He's so in love with her. And he was being so sweet. He was like carrying around her gifts all day. We were like at Coney Island and he was like
This is what you're supposed to
looking
do.
out for her. Like
Yeah.
it was so, he got like a cookie, like a bunch of cookies from her favorite bakery. And that was like the cake. It was just very sweet. And it was so nice. And there was just so much, there's no anxiety around that. Like it was just like, he was just good and there and reliable. It was beautiful. And I was talking to him at one point about my situation, which is so embarrassing. Talking to a guy who's with the girl he wants to marry and doing all of those things. And then me being like, but the thing you don't understand about like my guy is that, and he's just looking at me like I have 3 heads.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sweet. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
But you don't have to be embarrassed about that.
Yeah, and there's like obviously I mean, I know this sounds stupid, maybe naive, but I promise you it's true in my case. There is like a complexity.
Of course.
And I know, haha, but like no, there actually is.
No, I know that.
You know that, right? Do you believe me?
I believe you.
Sometimes I live in fear that people are just like thinking that I'm actually so stupid.
Let them.
Right?
That's what you got to stop doing. Let them.
Really?
Let them
Because,
fucking
like,
think
with-
that.
Because I think that like, okay, here's the thing about being a modern girl. And being like independent the way that you and I are.
Yeah.
It like feels embarrassing to like want a relationship. And I think that's like my push and pull with it is that, or like to actually like let myself, like it feels like embarrassing to be like in love.
It low key feels like weak.
Weak. It makes me weak. To like actually like feel something for someone
Yeah.
and genuinely, like, have, like, a real genuine, like, connection with someone, but for whatever reason, it's, like, not right.
Mm.
Why can't that just be what it is? Why do I have to be, like, I'm, like, embarrassed about it?
But that's a self thing.
Yeah, it's a self thing.
That's not a
Would you be
societal thing.
Do you think I'm embarrassing?
No. I think you're learning though.
What if I
also-
told you that I texted him recently?
I think you are learning. I think those are learning curves. And I think you've never dealt with a situation like this. And you will learn as you go with it.
Learn what?
What is important to you.
Yeah.
What matters and what you can take on. Because, baby, you and me, babe, similar sitchies.
Yeah.
Different, but similar.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to trust yourself. I think the biggest thing is listening to your gut. That's a huge, huge thing. And like being completely in tune with yourself. Not like listening to what everybody else thinks, but truly what is like your heart and your head tell you. Because they have to align.
Because I think I've also been a little like caught up in like what other people are telling me and everyone's opinions and like because I think it's like a little bit of a complicated situation. It's like everybody has sort of a different thing to say about it. And I love like getting other people's like thoughts and like because that helps me like work through things, like hearing other people sort of play it back to me or like talking it through with friends who I trust. But I think that also maybe I'm realizing is I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, now it's just like making it more complicated and I just gotta let it rock.
Always let it rock. Always listen to yourself. And dude, you gotta go back and forth to make the mistakes that you need to learn from.
Well, one thing about me is that I hate doing nothing. I will choke something to death before I let it go.
And you'll learn to outgrow from that.
Okay. I just need
you will learn
squeeze out
I know
everything.
But that's what I'm saying. You're gonna learn that you won't need that.
Yeah.
You will take it at face value and you will move forward.
Yeah.
Because you have enough confidence and trust in yourself that like you can do that.
Yeah.
Damn, did I just drop fucking bars?
Kind of. That was good.
Well, anywho, how are we all feeling?
That was good. I think I got some good advice.
Not good advice or good advice?
No, like good advice.
Good. You feel good, Chris?
I feel great.
Anything, I mean.
How are we all? I feel like
you have to go.
I do have to go, but
So.
Yeah, this has been a bittersweet little epi.
Yeah.
Again, we really, really appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given us throughout
and
the
again,
last couple of months.
It's not goodbye. It's see you later. And catch us on our other projects that are not this.
Yeah, and
Just-
also follow Fringe.
Yeah, Fringe Podcasts
Fringe
has some good
Podcast,
stuff
baby.
coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, yeah, this isn't goodbye.
No.
But
yeah, I'm excited for my new podcast with a bunch of stand-up comedians, so it's going to be really kooky.
really fun.
And we'll see. I got some good guests lined up, so I'm really excited to get into it with them.
Hell yeah.
Make some
I'm very
friends,
excited for you.
Meet some people.
That does for those of you listening, that's not sarcasm. It feels like people probably will be like, she's pissed. And I'm not. I swear to God.
Reddit, do your thing.
Actually, I told some people that we were ending the pod, and they were like, and that I was starting my own. And then everyone was like, "How is Fia okay?" And I'm like, "She is good." Like, yeah,
baby.
I was
I'm
like,
good.
Fia's actually a really cool person.
No, I'm okay. I'm like I.
We're like aligned too.
No, we are
like when I
aligned.
called you, I knew you were gonna say what I said. We were both kind of on the same page. But this has been fun. I think we should just keep getting lunch on
All of
Fridays.
us.
Yeah, just hanging out generally, which
Lost
we can
Fridays.
keep doing.
Lost Fridays.
Yeah, we'll keep
Lost
that.
Fridays.
We won't record it, so you at home you can't see it, but we'll just know that we're hanging.
I'll
out.
record it.
But
yeah,
we love you guys.
I love you.
Sorry we're doing this.
Yeah, sorry to end like that and like with sort of a whatever episode.
But maybe we'll keep posting on We've Always Said That just
No,
to like keep in
honestly,
tune.
Just like that's our friendship account.
Yeah.
That'd
Maybe
be really funny.
that's our Finsta.
The memes that you post on We've Always Said That are so funny.
It
Yeah,
takes a
you
lot
did
of
smoke
time.
that.
But it takes a lot of time. That's
I
why
know.
I can't do it anymore.
I know, but you're such a talent.
Thank you.
And like just the fact that you post like the real version of us on that account is so
It's
funny.
an honor. Wait, what are
Fia's gonna relapse too, and she's gonna keep posting
Yeah,
on
yeah,
there.
I
I know
remember
her.
that.
No, when you're bored, you're just gonna post on there. What?
I was just saying, what are 3 things you loved about this podcast? I keep going.
Yeah, I know you keep trying to be sentimental. I'm like, what? I don't know. Dressing the same by accident. Hanging out with my 2 friends. Trauma dumping. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, I liked the advice part.
Not good advice.
Not good advice. Oh, and also whenever you come in and you show me a video that you found on the internet, I know it's gonna be a banger.
Thank you.
And that really is a highlight for me.
My 3 favorite things about this podcast was making shit up, making up words.
That was good.
That was sometimes unintentional.
Unintentional.
I think all the time.
The couch.
The couch is great.
The couch. We miss the couch. We love the couch.
I love the couch. Ugh, the couch is beautiful.
And making friends for life.
Yeah. What about you, Chrissy?
I honestly the crying every time, just
Oh,
the consistency of the
crying.
crying was very good.
I'll bring that to the next pod for sure.
Just the memories, the time spent together in general, having a reason to spend time together, and let's see.
He starts crying.
Wait,
If
I'm
I just
sobbing.
bawl my eyes out.
Yeah, he's like, you have no idea how much this meant to me. And we're like, whoa, I guess not.
Damn. What's a third thing?
That twice.
We had really cool guests.
We
We
did
did
a
have
full
some
guess,
really cool guests. I like loved our guests.
and we've always said that.
And guess what?
And guess what?
I love you.
I love you.
Love you.
Love
I
you.
love you, Big K.
Love you guys.
And guess what?
We've
always
always
said
said that. Yay!